Elite. 1984. David Braben and Ian Bell invent the open world. A procedurally generated galaxy of 8 star systems, unlimited freedom to trade, pirate, and explore. Every open world game that came after stands on Elite's shoulders. Mercenary. 1985. Paul Wokes releases a pioneering 3D open world on the Atari. Players crash land on planet Targ and must survive through negotiation, stealing ships, and navigating a fully wireframe city, a vision of freedom decades ahead of its time. The Legend of Zelda. 1986. Shigeru Miyamoto delivers Nintendo's first non-linear adventure. Link roams Hyrule without a map, discovers dungeons in any order, and for the first time on consoles, the world belongs to the player. Dungeon Master. 1987. FTL Games creates a real-time first-person dungeon crawler that sets the template for immersive sim. Explore freely, cast spells in real time, and let the physics of the world shape your adventure. Hillsfar. 1988. SSI blends a top-down open city with action minigames. Enter Hillsfar on horseback, sneak into mansions, pick locks, and craft your own story in the Forgotten Realms, a bold fusion years before the genre's breakthrough. Hunter. 1991. Paul Holmes releases one of the first truly modern open worlds on the Amiga. Drive any vehicle, pilot any chopper, kayak down rivers, dive into the ocean, a sprawling sandbox that quietly predicted the future of gaming. Ultima Underworld. 1992. Looking Glass Studios breaks new ground with a true 3D dungeon world. Texture-mapped walls, free look, and systemic interaction make this the foundational ancestor of every immersive sim that followed. The Elder Scrolls Arena. 1994. Bethesda launches the series that will come to define open-world RPGs. A randomized continent of 400 towns, freedom to wander in any direction, the first of many legendary Tamriels. System Shock. 1994. Looking Glass unleashes Shodan on a derelict space station. Non-linear exploration, emergent gameplay, and a villain for the ages create the blueprint for BioShock, Deus Ex, and Prey. The Elder Scrolls II: Daggerfall. 1996. Bethesda builds a world the size of Great Britain. 15,000 towns, hundreds of thousands of NPCs, dungeons that could swallow you for hours, a scale of ambition unmatched for a decade. Grand Theft Auto 1997. DMA Design releases a top-down crime sandbox that lets players wreak havoc across 3 cities. The idea is radical and controversial, and it will soon redefine the industry forever. Body Harvest 1998. DMA Design, the future Rockstar North, experiments with a fully 3D open world on the Nintendo 64. Drive any vehicle, travel across eras, and fight alien invasions, a direct ancestor of GTA 3. Shenmue 1999. Yu Suzuki creates the most ambitious game of the Dreamcast era. A living, breathing Yokosuka where every NPC has a schedule, every shop is a real location, and the world simply keeps going whether you are there or not.
Come again, yo.
Deus Ex. The year 2000. War Inspector and Ion Storm released the immersive sim masterpiece. Solve any problem, take any path, play any build. Deus Ex elevates player agency to an art form that studios still chase today. Grand Theft Auto 3. 2001. Rockstar drops the bomb that rewires the entire industry. A fully 3D Liberty City, free-roaming cars, missions on your terms, GTA 3 is the single most influential open-world game ever made. The Elder Scrolls 3: Morrowind. 2002. Bethesda takes players to the alien Isle of Vardenfell. Handcrafted instead of procedural, brimming with lore, with total freedom of approach, Morrowind sets the gold standard for open-world RPGs.
Warm day to you, friend.
Mafia.
It's quite normal for someone to bang into you.
Illusion
So watch out for those
Softworks
other
delivers a
bastards.
cinematic Prohibition-era crime story
I know
in
you
an
can do it.
expansive lost heaven. Period-accurate cars,
Well,
a
I don't-
sweeping orchestral score, and a tragic tale that proves the open world can tell a serious narrative.
Tom, half the neighborhood and all our boys bet on the Don's boy. Do you know what it would mean if you lost? The Don would lose. You would lose all the respect which we busted our asses to build up. People give us...
Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. 2003. Rockstar drenches the formula in neon, pastel sunsets, and an 80s synth soundtrack. Tommy Vercetti's rise to power becomes the moment GTA graduates from phenomenon to cultural touchstone.
Hey, I got enough of that at school! Lance, poor bastard! Where the hell are we headed anyway?
Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. 2004.
Damn, man, this lyrics is hard,
Rockstar
dude.
scales up to
Work,
3 full
man.
cities and the
Shit.
countryside in between.
What's up with you, baby?
So
Carl
you back
Johnson's
on the block,
saga,
huh?
Planes
Hell
and
yeah.
Bicycles,
You're a
gym
real
workouts
killer,
and
huh?
gang
What you
wars,
done
the most
tonight, huh?
content-packed
Stall
open
out,
world of
baby.
its generation.
Hey, a baller's posse's about to run up. They're headed up here right now.
Looks like we backed them ballers against the wall, huh? Hey, CJ, strap up. Scroll Street.
World of Warcraft. 2004. Blizzard opens the gates to Azeroth and accidentally launches a cultural phenomenon. Millions of players share one persistent fantasy world, forming guilds, raiding dungeons, and changing the meaning of online gaming forever. Fable. 2005. Peter Molyneux and Lionhead give players a whole life in Albion. Your choices sculpt your hero's appearance, reputation, and moral compass, one of the earliest games where the world truly reacts to who you choose to become. The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. 2006. Bethesda brings Cyrodiil to life with Radiant AI, where every NPC eats, sleeps, and has goals of their own. A lush fantasy world, voiced by screen legends, and the game that made Bethesda a household name. Saints Row. 2006. Volition launches a bold rival to GTA with deep character customization and gleefully over-the-top gang warfare. The Third Street Saints take Stillwater by storm, paving the way for one of the most irreverent sandbox series ever.
I got some time to kill before Tony expects me back. Might as well do a little shopping. She's gotta be a hooker.
Assassin's Creed. 2007. Ubisoft Montreal sends players into the Third Crusade as Altair. Climbing any building, blending with crowds, and leaping across Jerusalem and Damascus, parkour and open-world historical fiction are born in the same moment. Fallout 3. 2008. Bethesda revives the post-apocalyptic franchise in a fully realized Capital Wasteland. Step out of Vault 101 into a ruined Washington, D.C., and the freedom to survive, scavenge, and rebuild is all yours. Grand Theft Auto 4. 2008. Rockstar rebuilds Liberty City with unprecedented physical detail. Nico Bellic's dark immigrant's tale, euphoria physics, and a gritty new tone take the series in a dramatically more serious direction.
I thought nothing scares you, man. Hasn't anyone got any balls? You and Dimitri, you'd be nothing without me. Nothing. This is how you treat me?
Just Cause 2. 2010. Avalanche Studios turns Pinot into a tropical playground of pure chaos. Grappling hooks, parachutes, and explosive sandbox physics, Rico Rodriguez's island is an open world built for spectacle and stunts. Red Dead Redemption. 2010. Rockstar brings the open world to the dying American frontier. John Marston rides through prairies and mountain passes, tracks bounties, and confronts the end of an era, the cinematic western, reborn as a game.
I bid you good day, sir. Oh, Mr. Marston, good to see you. How have you been keeping?
I'm well,
Mr. West Dickens.
Minecraft. 2011. Marcus Persson releases the survival sandbox that becomes the best-selling game of all time. Procedurally generated worlds made of blocks, infinite creative freedom, and an entire generation raised inside the game's borders. The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. 2011. Bethesda delivers one of the most beloved open worlds in history. Dragons fill the skies above Skyrim's frozen peaks, an endless stream of quests, and a modding scene that keeps the game alive a decade on.
All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you roll, the second word.
Far Cry 3. 2012. Ubisoft sends Jason Brody to a tropical island ruled by the unforgettable Vaz. A lush jungle sandbox full of outposts, wildlife, and emergent combat, Far Cry 3 sets the template every Ubisoft open world will follow. Grand Theft Auto 5. 2013. Rockstar crowns the generation with Los Santos. 3 protagonists, a massive city and countryside, and a free-roaming online world that has been printing money for over a decade. The commercial peak of the medium.
Nice, right? There you go. Ample room inside. Mr. Cheng, please, sir, if you will. Let me out!
Dragon Age Inquisition. 2014. BioWare reimagines Dragon Age as a sprawling open-world RPG. The Inquisitor rallies allies across vast regions of Thedas, closing demonic rifts, and reshaping a fantasy continent on the brink of collapse.
We could steer them on a better path.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. 2015. CD Projekt Red sets a new standard for open-world storytelling. A massive map, morally complex characters, and the gripping tale of Geralt of Rivia win hundreds of Game of the Year awards around the world.
So, later then.
See you later.
Fallout 4. 2015. Bethesda returns to the wasteland with a fully rebuilt engine, power armor from the first minute, and a new focus on settlement building. The ruins of Boston become a playground of survival and reconstruction.
Well, hello.
Free paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned
The
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Now, let's remove this
2015. Hideo Kojima's final Metal Gear reinvents the series as an open-world stealth sandbox. Afghanistan and Africa become living battlefields where every approach, every tool, every sunrise matters.
As of today, your name is Ahab. Forget everything. Your name, your past.
The Division. 2016. Ubisoft Massive recreates a snowbound post-pandemic New York in devastating detail. Cooperative agents sweep through the city restoring order, while the infamous Dark Zone reinvents multiplayer tension. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. 2017. Nintendo reinvents its most iconic series for a new era. Link awakens in a wide-open Hyrule where you can climb every surface, solve any shrine, and approach the final boss from minute 1. Horizon Zero Dawn. 2017. Guerrilla Games sends Aloy into a post-apocalyptic wilderness where machines have replaced wildlife.
Children.
A stunning open world rendered on the PlayStation 4, and one of the most confident new franchises of the decade.
To be shunned. There. Oh, come on.
Assassin's Creed Origins. 2017. Ubisoft reboots the series as a full RPG set in Ptolemaic Egypt. Bayek's journey across deserts, deltas, and pyramids redefines the franchise and launches a new golden age of historical open worlds. Red Dead Redemption 2.
So I guess you won't be riding with me to
2018.
rob the banking coach.
Rockstar builds what many consider the most detailed game world ever created. Arthur Morgan and the Van der Linde gang ride out the final days of the Outlaw era in America, so alive it feels like memory.
After you.
Come on. I know an overlook where we can watch for them coming in.
What are you doing anyway, camping out here like some...
Monster Hunter World. 2018. Capcom rebuilds the series for a global audience. Seamless open biomes full of prey and predators, hunts that last an hour, and a co-op ecosystem that has since sold over 25 million copies worldwide. Death Stranding. 2019. Hideo Kojima delivers his strangest and most personal vision. Sam Porter Bridges traverses a fractured America connecting isolated communities, a meditation on loneliness disguised as an open-world delivery game. Cyberpunk 2077. 2020. CD Projekt Red unveils Night City, the most ambitious urban playground of the generation. Choose your path as V, navigate neon-soaked streets, and shape a cybernetic future through every gig and every choice. Ghost of Tsushima. 2020. Sucker Punch crafts a breathtaking tribute to Akira Kurosawa. Jin Sakai defends his island from the Mongol invasion through a landscape of swaying grass, golden forests, and some of the most beautiful vistas in gaming history. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. 2020. Ubisoft takes the series to the Viking Age. Ever's raids shake 9th century England, settle a clan in Ravensthorpe, and explore a vast map where mythology and history constantly blur together.
Sigurd, what about these prisoners? We've got what we need. Let them go.
Forza Horizon 5. 2021. Playground Games sets its annual festival in a gorgeous recreation of Mexico. Open roads stretch across volcanoes, jungles, and coastlines, the pinnacle of arcade racing in an open-world form. Elden Ring. 2022. From Software, guided by George R.R. Martin's world-building, releases its first truly open world. The lands between are merciless, mysterious, and mesmerizing, and the game sweeps every major industry award of the year. Horizon Forbidden West. 2022. Guerrilla Games returns Aloy to a reclaimed California coastline and beyond.
Are you kidding me?
Massive machine hunts, underwater exploration, and a powerful story cement Horizon as one of PlayStation's flagship franchises.
Completely messed up.
Obviously. But despite the malfunction, you can still get through. If you would be patient for a while longer. See those crystals there? The Osram call them fireglass.
Starfield. 2023. Bethesda's first new universe in 25 years lets players explore 1,000 planets across the settled systems. Build ships, lead faction campaigns, and chart a galaxy of handcrafted stories at a grand Bethesda scale. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. 2023. Nintendo expands Hyrule upward into the sky and downward into the depths. Ultra Hand and Fuse unlock a new era of physics-driven creativity, cementing Zelda as the most inventive open-world series alive. Dragon's Dogma 2. 2024. Hideaki Itsuno delivers a long-awaited sequel that feels like a pilgrimage. A painterly open world, pawns who remember and learn, and traversal that makes every mountain and forest feel hard-won and personal.
Becoming a habit of yours.
Oi!
Black Myth Wukong. 2024. Game Science delivers the first Chinese AAA action masterpiece, based on Journey to the West. Stunning visuals, devastating bosses, and a proud mythological journey that sells over 10 million copies in its first week. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. 2025. Warhorse Studios returns to 15th century Bohemia with a bigger, deeper historical open world. Henry's journey through a war-torn medieval Europe captures realism and roleplay at a level no other franchise attempts. Forza Horizon 6. 2026. Playground Games returns with the next evolution of its beloved open-world racing series. New landscapes, a living festival, and the most immersive driving playground ever built promise to redefine what racing games can be. Grand Theft Auto 6.